The worst Premier League signings of all time. There have been some shocking players that have arrived in the Premier League to big fanfare for huge transfer fees. What, Mr. Oladipo, how are you, sir?
Not bad. This is going to be difficult. Fun, but difficult.
We're going to get into it, and I'm going to kick it off in a direction that I don't necessarily want to kick it off. 10th worst signing of all time in the Premier League era. And I love this guy, Paul Pogba. And the reason that he's on this list is because of how good he is. It's because of how good he should have been.
I feel like time might be kind to him.
Paul Pogba should be in a Premier League conversation for all-time greatest ever midfielders.
Agreed.
That's how good he could be.
Agreed. But don't you think he was still, I'm about to say very good, not very, but good for a really, really shoddy United team? Now, sometimes I go back and watch clips and like, he was clearly almost Bruno Fernandes-esque, where he's just so much better than anyone else.
Not really.
He didn't have enough around him.
He cost 90 million quid. Manchester United signed him twice. He had so much at his disposal in terms of the way that he could play the game, in terms of what he could do. Yeah. He was capable of doing everything. He could defend like Kante and create.
He could run with the ball at Yaya. He could score goals, a big lump as well. Like Pogba's at least 6'2", 6'3".
And when you think about some of the good moments, he scored a goal at Upton Park. Not Upton Park.
London Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. The volley.
Was one of the best.
It
was one of the best goals. Yeah. Like, how can you do that? How are you capable of doing that? And then just being so average and so woeful for so long.
Because I genuinely think he looked around him and was like, I need help, boys. And there was no help.
But the reason that he has to go down as a flop, though, and it was a flop, is because he was meant to land Pog back and all that. Do you remember?
Yeah.
He was meant to land.
What was he, 90 million?
Yeah. And take Manchester United to the top. And off the form that he demonstrated at Juve. And
France.
Conte.
And France.
That cross-field pass that he can play.
Yeah.
You know, like a bullet, arrowed. Like he could, you know, that weird cut that he'd put on the ball.
But you know what, though? He was
like
still considered so good. I remember, like, when Liverpool used to play United, and it was always the case of he'll get in the Liverpool side. That it was the only one. Like, I think he might have got in a Premier League 11, you know?
No, but there is an argument for Paul Pogba being a great. Like, there is an argument. When you think about, like, I don't think this is extreme, is it? Paul Pogba would be in the top 10 French players of all time.
No.
Do you not think?
No.
Like
you could be right, but I think you're wrong.
If you were to name the 10 greatest French footballers of all time, and you've got to bring in Platini, you've got Zidane,
Henry,
I think Paul Pogba,
Benzema,
Kante, but Pogba.
And we're not even going back to the 80s and the 70s.
Ginola, Cantona.
Nah.
They didn't have a great period. Like that Gerard Houllier era wasn't a good era.
Basically, it'll be everyone that won the World Cup. That World Cup they won in '98.
Yeah, Barthez team
would probably be in above.
No, Pogba. Of course, LeBouf's not ahead of Pogba in French rank.
Lilian
Thuram, maybe.
Yeah.
Lizarazu. I think Paul Pogba. That's not even controversial. Paul Pogba is in the top 10 French players of all time, which is why when he went to Manchester United, how wrong did it go?
Yeah, it was so bad. I actually
it's
felt
harsh putting him on this list.
No, because you're right. The hype, as you said, there are 3 things to look at, and of those 3 metrics, he failed in all 3. Yeah. So I think
he didn't deliver.
He didn't deliver at all.
And do you know what is quite interesting in this list? And I'm looking down it now. We are discussing largely, not always, but largely, the players that are on it are like greats.
Yeah.
But they're on it because they are so good that they fail to deliver.
That's the thing. Like, there's going to be no scrub on this list.
No.
Well,
one.
One.
But
2,
sticking now, right, in terms of the spirit of greatness, and I feel like a Judas, Rory Iscariot here. Because like my St. Refs man, my fellow North West Londoner.
Won't be the first time.
Raheem Sterling.
It's got to be on the list.
At Chelsea.
It's unfortunate.
Or Arsenal, in fact. Or
Arsenal, yeah. But the Chelsea one, it's just, I can't believe how bad it went. I can't believe how bad it went.
Do you know when we signed him, I just thought it was such a perfect signing. Because at the time, I was arguing that Pep Guardiola made a wrong choice.
Yeah.
And Pep Guardiola had a choice of Raheem Sterling, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish. And invariably, this isn't my opinion, Guardiola, when presented with those 3 options, would choose Sterling.
All the time.
Sterling was his man.
All the time. Dude, a year before you got him, I mean, it was England's man. Like, you understand? Like, you understand what you had there. I mean, you look at his goal scoring record; it dropped off a little bit, but he was scoring 15, 20 goals a season. Like, he was that guy.
I know.
And it almost looks like a brand new car with just too much mileage.
And
in
he
it.
was only about 27 when we signed him.
I think 26.
I thought we were like, we've got Raheem Sterling at the perfect time to come into a team where he is the most experienced player, to come into a team to show this young squad how to win silverware. And he was basically rubbish.
You know, the thing with Raheem Sterling as well, and I do love Raheem, just because, look, credit to anyone that's had a long career.
He's a Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Technically, he never seemed to clean up his stuff. Like, technically, the ball would still always bounce off him. He always had rapid pace to kind of... So when it was a missed pass, he'd kind of get himself back into position.
I kind of know what you mean. It looked... He
looked
didn't
messy,
have
didn't
the
it?
grace.
No,
you know the grace
never.
of an Eberechi Eze?
Yeah,
Neymar.
never glide with the ball, did he?
No, he never did that.
Yeah.
But I also think that the ball was fully under control. I think it's misleading to say...
You think?
Yeah, I think it was fully under control. I don't know if you've heard it quite recently. Kevin De Bruyne, ahead of the Man City-Napoli game, when he was obviously playing for Napoli now, spoke about Sterling.
Yeah. In glowing terms. Yeah, dude, well, he scored like 20 plus a season for 4.5 seasons, 5 seasons.
I think he said the player that he had, all the greats that he's played with, Kevin De Bruyne, the player that he had the telepathy with, more so than any other player, was Raheem Sterling.
And that's why he's on the list.
Yeah, because he was that good.
That's why he's on the list. That's the perfect way to end that.
And in a similar vein, we're going to stick with a player. You know that this player I just thought was mesmerisingly good, Alexis Sanchez. When he went to Man United, I wanted him.
Remember they got at that piano? I thought, oh my God, they've signed him.
I wanted him.
Everyone wanted him.
When he was leaving Arsenal,
everyone wanted him.
I was like, okay, Chelsea need to do everything.
Liverpool were in for him before he went to Arsenal. And he went to Arsenal and I was so angry with
Barcelona.
that. Yeah.
He was the player. You know, John Terry got sent off, missed the Champions League final. It was for kneeing Alexis Sanchez in the back.
You know, a lot of them on this list, I can kind of understand why it didn't work.
There's no reasoning as to why Alexis Sanchez...
It doesn't make
he went
any
from
sense.
being... Is this fair to say? Alexis Sanchez is still the best Arsenal player of the Emirates era Arsenal. Maybe Saka's gone ahead of him.
Maybe Saka has gone ahead of him.
But until recently...
He was that guy. Dude, he was just phenomenal. He was there. He was basically their Luis Suarez. Yeah. He had everything.
Emirates era, who are the best Arsenal players? Cazorla, Ozil. Sanchez was better Arsenal player than both of them.
Saka.
Yeah,
Rice
Fabregas,
now,
obviously.
Fabregas for a period, yeah. But Sanchez was. I think if you ask Arsenal, man, I think most would still take him over Saka because, you know, Saka doesn't have the trick that Sanchez has. You know, Sanchez had a little bit of a trick to him.
He was also like you were terrified of him when you played Arsenal.
Yeah.
Like it was Sanchez. Yeah. And when he went to Arsenal again, when he went to Man United from Arsenal, again you're going, this is the moment that Man United wake up. This is the player that is going to, in a similar way to Pogba, this is the player that is going to ignite that club again.
You know, every club takes risk and spends money and it doesn't go wrong. It doesn't land. United have spent billions on players that have not landed. Honestly, we could have a list here of just United.
The recruitment. Chelsea is similar though.
But it's recruitment on players. This is the problem with United. And that's why I feel sorry for them. Good players that just haven't landed. Really top players.
Yeah. They basically do that thing where they go out and sign proven footballers that still don't work.
Yeah. How does that make any sense?
Yeah, I know. But he is undoubtedly on this list.
100%.
If for no other reason, I thought he was going to be a great of United.
Yeah.
And he majorly wasn't.
Yeah, I thought he would do as what Van Persie did. Like he's going to go there and he's going to win.
Go there and win in the league.
He's going to go and win
the league by Christmas as well.
Yeah,
you know, he scored so many goals early.
Too
yeah, I agree. In seventh now, a bit less controversial. Like so far, we've been talking about great footballers: Raheem Sterling, Paul Pogba, Alexis Sanchez. They are great footballers. Here is somebody who isn't a great footballer.
Well, he thinks he is.
But he believes he is. He wouldn't be on his own list. Andre Onana from Inter Milan to Manchester United.
Dude.
I don't know if I can think of a signing that went so badly, so quickly, and was so
early.
damaging.
Yeah. So early.
It was so damaging as well. Like, you think about, there was a period where Manchester United felt like they had made good manoeuvres. They were moving in the right direction. They'd been quite sensible. They had a manager they were happy with, and they were in the Champions League. Rasmus Højlund was scoring bags of goals for them in the Champions League. They would have made it out of a very difficult group if it wasn't for Andre Onana throwing the ball into his own net every game.
You know the thing about Onana, I couldn't believe it. I remember when Alisson Becker first landed at Liverpool, and he'd done something where the player came out, defender, so an attacker came to him and he kicked the ball over the attack, and I was like, oh, Don't do that, because
Yeah,
that's
be
going to go
careful,
wrong.
be careful.
And he done a couple of things where it went wrong, but obviously he got taught you can't do that in the league. I thought Onana was like that, because I was at that Man City Inter Milan game, and I thought Onana was a good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He's just not.
No, he's not.
He's just,
because what he's not
so
either.
bad.
You know what he was supposed to be? This is what I was led to believe. Obviously, I didn't watch him at Inter on a regular basis. I didn't watch him at Ajax on a regular basis. What I was told he isn't. What I was told he was excellent on the ball.
Yeah.
He isn't.
Best passer. Edison-like.
Yeah.
Edison-like.
Edison-like.
Yeah.
Could play central midfield.
Yeah.
Definitely not true.
He's not that.
Definitely not true. And then what the thing I was told as well was, yeah, he can be erratic, but fantastic shot stopper.
He's not that either.
And he's not.
You know, I'm not joking. He almost looks like someone that's... I think remember Graham Souness used to always lie about a player. Was it Graham Souness, or maybe it might have been Harry Redknapp? About a bung player. I can't remember who it is. It might have been George Weah's cousin or something.
Ali Dai.
Was it that? Was it that?
Yeah, Ali Dai. That was Souness at Southampton.
Was that Souness?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that. Like someone just had a lie somewhere and he just nicked the job.
Well, do you know what else as well? I think that we do this, but we're fans. We're not the head of recruitment.
Yeah.
He got to a Champions League final.
Yeah, how they not
he got to
seen
a Champions League final, and I would say, Jesus, he's the keeper of the team that got to
Okay,
a Champions League
okay.
final. Maybe sign him.
Could we not make an argument? Because again, a few United players on the list, that everything, you just go there and it just doesn't work. How many players have gone there in the last decade and not been successful?
Yeah, but good players have gone there and been successful
Who?
as well.
In the last decade? One. Bruno.
Bruno Fernandes.
That's it. That's it. 1 out of literally 20.
But I just don't believe in the...
There must be
I don't
something
believe
in
in
it.
the conversation.
These
you know
are
when people
big players, though.
But do you believe there is anything in? You know when people go, it's a graveyard for footballers. It's where you go
I'm
for your...
starting to think it could be.
It's not true.
Yeah, but how many good players have gone there, like I said?
But
and
how
it's
good
not.
are they? How good is a recruitment? How diligent is a
Pogba's
recruitment?
not good. Alexis Sanchez ain't good.
Yeah.
Di Maria's not good. These are all players that have
Di
gone
Maria's
there.
wicked footballer.
Wicked footballer. All the players have gone there, and it's all of a sudden.
Mate, Di Maria could actually be on this list. He's not on our list, but Di Maria is a good shout.
Yeah.
Because he was, again...
Quality player.
Quality player.
And then didn't he go PSG after and just...
rip it up.
There you go. All of a sudden, I don't know.
Also, you know when you see the talent now and again, do you remember the goal that he scored at Leicester? The sort of scoop. I think they won for... Oh, mate.
Okay, yeah.
Beautiful player.
Maybe I think that's something in it.
But no, Onana isn't this. You could maybe argue that Manchester United are at fault for the form of Sanchez and Pogba. Maybe managerially, Pogba, Mourinho, whatever. But Onana's just crap.
No, it's rubbish.
Onana's just crap.
Onana is so bad.
Mate, and arrogant.
Yeah.
Did you see that thing about the wages?
Of course I did.
I couldn't believe that.
I can.
Why?
Because he just comes across like that. Even when he makes a mistake, he doesn't even just like, sorry, lads. It's just like, he throws the ball out like, let's get on with it again. I'm like, dude, this is your mistake. No, he's rubbish.
Yeah,
rubbish.
he's definitely on this. He could be...
He might be one of the worst goalkeepers I've ever seen in the Premier League.
Yeah.
One of the worst I've ever seen. Is he
he's-
better than your goalkeeper? Is he
They're
better than
similar,
Sanchez?
mate.
They're quite
They're
similar.
similar.
Yeah.
Because what
but
they
Sanchez
both
doesn't have the arrogance.
No.
Sanchez doesn't have
He
this...
knows he's crap.
Yes.
No, you are right. There is a similarity. Yeah. But I'll tell you what Sanchez does have over him. What? Sanchez, you know, Sanchez can make a pig's ear of it. He can make a real ricket, like clanger. But Sanchez can make an amazing save.
Dude, I saw it in the Club World Cup.
He can make an amazing save.
He can get down.
Yeah, he can make an amazing save. Onana can't.
He can't do nothing. It's so bad. Big money as well.
I'll tell you who's next on this list. And he could be on it twice. And it's a Man United theme.
It's bad, isn't it?
Jadon Sancho. Dortmund to Man United.
I don't know.
But also...
I don't know.
I want to throw in Jadon Sancho. Man United, Chelsea.
It's so bad, dude. And the worst thing about Jadon Sancho is the hunt United put on to get him.
2 years.
2 years trying to get this kid. That's why he alone has made me cautious of anyone coming from the Bundesliga.
Timo Werner.
Yeah, because he was ripping it up.
Yeah.
Absolutely ripping it up. I don't know what's happened with Jadon Sancho.
I just can't believe
quite work
it.
out.
Do you know what I think it is? I don't think he's as good as we thought. I don't think he's as good as he thinks.
Yeah.
But I also think that there is a major attitude problem.
Big time.
Like, do you know what I couldn't believe? At Chelsea, I'm quite glad it went this way. But at Chelsea, he had limited success. Yeah. Certainly for him, it was the best football that he had played for a long time. Certainly the best football he'd played in the Premier League. He won silverware. He scored in a European final, an uninspiring European final, but scoring in a good goal in a European final. Yeah. You get on with your teammates. You're part of something. Mm-hmm. Chelsea wanted him. He would have had to have taken a pay cut. And he said no. He wouldn't take the pay cut. Chelsea wouldn't pay him the money that he wanted, and rightly so. Therefore, Chelsea paid £5 million
For him to go.
to not sign him.
Yeah.
If that's not a wake-up call for you, that somebody would rather spend £5 million to not secure your services than to have you playing for them at an inflated rate.
Yeah.
I don't know what is.
I always listen to like proper Man United fans, like Adam McCullough, Flex, etc., that do kind of what we do. And
Adam can't stand him.
but this is the thing. It changed quickly. I remember Adam used to back him.
Yeah, he loved him.
As you try and do, right? Young player coming in, back, and then it went off immediately. And Adam was like, no, he needs to get out of the club. Like, could not stand him. And once your fan base kind of just really turning like that, then you know.
And it's difficult to make Man United fans turn on you. Chelsea fans turn quite quickly. Like some other fans at other clubs. Arsenal fans, you think of the way that they turned on maybe Xhaka, you think of the way that they turned on Madueke before he's even...
100%.
Like Chelsea fans are the same, by the way. We're very reactionary. Like I remember being a kid and I couldn't understand it. Do you remember Djukanovic?
Of course I do.
Ended up managing for...
Yeah.
Djukanovic was being booed. And I literally remember saying to my stepdad who'd take me to the football, I was like, what is going on here? Like, what is happening? And it's just, we didn't like him. Man United fans aren't like that.
It takes a while. It takes a while.
And they hate him.
They can't stand him.
How good is Sancho? Like, that's on a different conversation.
Just a decent player.
Yeah.
Honestly, just
do you know
a
the problem with
player.
him is? I don't know what he's good at because he's not fast.
No, he's very skillful. He's very skillful, but he doesn't have the pace to get past you.
But being skillful,
he's not consistent.
Being skillful in the modern day game, it isn't enough because if you drop a shoulder, the fullback's definitely going to be an athlete. Whoever you've dropped a shoulder to is going to be rapid.
By the way, you just said it there. I don't think he's that.
He's not an athlete.
I don't think. And look, this is just me saying. I don't know him personally. I don't think he lives the life. There's something about him.
Sprint training.
I don't think he does any of that. I think he's out. I think he's partying.
Yeah.
I think he's doing all that.
Yeah.
Whereas the Elises and the Ezes and the Sakas of the world live the life.
Yeah.
And
of the footballer. Live the life of a footballer.
Live the life of a complete footballer. And I don't think he does that.
I think you're onto something.
Because he's a good. He
What's
must
his
have been
future
special.
hold?
He's one of those players that just disappear.
He just earns loads of money. And doesn't.
Eventually, where is he playing? Oh, he's playing for, I don't know, some team in Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's over
He'll
there in
always follow
MLS.
the money. So if it was a decade ago, he'd have been in China, maybe the Turkish Super League now.
No, it's Saudi, maybe.
Saudi, maybe.
That'll be Saudi, yeah. It's a shame.
It's a real shame.
It's a shame.
Oh,
God, this one.
God. Mate, this is laughable. This actually could be even
could be
higher.
number one.
He could be number one.
He could be, and probably should be.
But I could also make an argument that he's just not on the list because I don't really recognise his legitimacy as a footballer. Whatever you say about Sancho,
that means he should be number one.
No, but he's not a real person. He's not a real product. I don't recognise him.
Yeah.
It'd be like he's not a thing. It doesn't exist in football.
So bad.
Do you know, like you never put. There are certain things in football you just like. Okay, this bloke just doesn't exist.
Yeah, but the others on this list tried.
Mikhailo Mudrik's not a footballer.
But
we should be talking about footballers.
Do you know how crazy this Mudryk thing is? When he came on against Liverpool at Anfield, dude, I thought, what have you signed?
Do you know why?
And he ripped Milner's, what to what, and I was like, oh my lord.
But then it became what happened that day.
Do you remember? No, so I'm going to have a go at you. Actually, I remember when you came in. And you said he's back because he did it against Wrexham or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, oh my God, Ade, I'm telling you, Mudryk's back. I saw a pre-season
He played a
game.
1-2. He played Wrexham in America. He played a 1-2 and scored. And I was like, oi, Jackson Mudryk, this is going to take us to the moon.
I remember it.
It's amazing how you convince yourself, isn't it? You know, and you're because you want it to be true.
Yeah, I remember you said that. And I was like, what?
Mudryk back to Jackson, go. Oh, Ade, we are going to be doing some serious things in the Premier League.
Mudryk upsets me a lot because obviously the Arsenal wanted him, didn't they? Everyone wanted him. I remember just thinking, he's got everything.
Mate, we broke our neck to sign him. But do you know what happened? You know how you can remember that moment at Anfield, James Milner?
Yeah.
All that happened in that moment was he did do really well. But the reason he did really well was because he was, firstly, half the age of Milner, and secondly...
fresh.
Fast.
Yeah, and fresh. He came on, didn't he? Milner was...
So it became really obvious how to stop him. James Milner at 26 stops him. James Milner at 36 couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
So all you do is you put your 26-year-old up against him, and then he has nothing to offer because he's not a footballer. He has nothing to offer except for pace.
Yeah.
He's simply athletic and had that. It's not only fast. Do you know what Mudryk had in terms of like pace? You know that burst,
rapid.
Yeah, but that initial.
That
I don't mean 10 yards.
No.
I mean 2
he's
yards.
Gone, boom. Yeah. Like he
Touch
would
the
be.
ball, go.
That's why he wants to be a sprinter.
Yeah.
Because he would get out the blocks.
Yeah.
He would go.
Yeah. What he could do, the ball would be played into him, and he'd control it and push it, and he'd be gone. And especially against Milner in the circumstance.
Dude,
but Mikhailo Mudryk,
£89 million signing.
mate, and not only
That's
that, do you know what people need to remember? the saga involved
to get him.
So he put out on his Instagram account, because he's a bit of a, like, he's all gelled hair and right tattoos and whatever.
What's
right?
wrong with tattoos?
Yeah, but you know him, though. He's all selfies, right? Like
Okay,
this.
I don't do
you know
the
this
selfies.
kind of selfie.
Yeah, I don't do that. Yeah,
He does that.
Yeah.
He was on right. So on social media, he's putting out this thing, right? Going, I want to play for Arteta's team.
Yep.
I'm a Gooner till I die.
Yep.
This is before. Then it turns out that Chelsea were ready to pay him more money, so he wasn't such a Gooner. Then it was like ready to go wherever he wanted.
Awful, that,
So Chelsea, do you know what we did? We flew to Poland to gazump Arsenal to get this player, to make sure that he was ours. We spent £90 million. We gave him a contract through the roof. Like, he's still got 6 years left.
What is the situation with that right now? Has the money sort of been held? Like, surely he's not getting a weekly fee from Chelsea. There's no way
because
he's getting paid.
I think you might get paid until you're not guilty. Until you're. I think you might. You're
Until
innocent
you're
until guilty, aren't you?
yeah.
But but he recently says that he doesn't want to be a footballer anymore. Anyway, he wants to be a sprinter and compete for Ukraine at the Olympics in
2028 LA.
Back to LA. You know you're old, don't you, when you can remember the Olympics being there before?
1984. You know, for it to go round again, that's when you're still alive. You've had a good innings.
Yeah, you'll be in London again soon.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
I remember 2012. It's 2040, Dad.
But yeah, I'm going to say something here. Mudryk is obviously the worst footballer on this list by an absolute mile. Like, worse than anyone by a mile.
No.
But
Mudryk is
he's
a
not
better footballer than
anyone
Andre
else.
Onana is a goalkeeper.
Nah,
he is.
he's not, mate.
He is.
He's not. Mudryk is the worst footballer. Mudryk isn't a footballer.
He's a runner that could kick a ball fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of players that relied on pace that
Walcott.
weren't very good. No, but
Walcott
Walcott played
was
for
good.
England. I'm talking Andy Impey, right? And
Bloody
QPR,
hell.
right?
Yeah.
Rapid.
Yeah.
But good footballer like this geezer is just not.
Well, it's
And he's not a footballer now, he's young and he's not a footballer anymore.
90 million.
Yeah, but
The fact you and Arsenal were fighting for him, it shows that recruitment teams nowadays
They don't know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing.
They
They
don't
don't do it. Yeah.
No, I agree. Fourth on the list, I have to put him on, by the way. A player I really dislike.
You know what? Yeah,
Alvaro Morata.
he is the player on this list who has the greatest agents in world
Amazing
football.
career. An amazing
It's,
career.
it's just outstanding.
Won loads of European
He's
Cups.
won everything.
Yeah.
He's won everything.
And played. You know his CV? It's like, play for Atletico Madrid, play for Real Madrid, play for Juventus, play for Chelsea. It's a glittering career.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it isn't one that stopped. It's just continued. Like, okay, Chelsea didn't like me. Goodbye.
Huge
Fine.
club to huge club
He's
to
not going
bigger,
down.
better clubs
Yes,
often. Yeah.
He's fading upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he is.
Like, he was horrendous.
Do you know when I realised that he was just like not the guy? Because we got him. Manchester United got Lukaku. There was a real competitive spirit at the time between Morata and Lukaku and whatever. And we played Man United at home, and he scored a great header, really brilliant header. We beat him 1-0. I was like, we've got a guy. This is our guy. I think we went away to Stoke. He scored a hat trick. One night on social media, puts out a thing, and do you know what he was doing? Like on social media,
Don't say balloons or anything like that.
No.
Kid stuff. What?
no, he was like perming his girl's hair.
And that made you know he's not a good footballer.
Yeah.
yes.
It did.
That made you feel, 1 second. He
did.
might not be the man.
It
might not be hard
is
enough.
Is that fair?
No.
Honestly, like Alvaro Morata, if you did a worst ever Chelsea 11 now, it could be
No, it's not.
Morata, Werner, Chris Sutton in a 3 up front. It could be. Timo Werner.
It will be
Alvaro
Werner.
Morata.
It will be Werner. It will be Sutton. It won't be Morata.
No, it might not be.
No.
It'd be Werner and Sutton.
100%.
But mate, do you think I'm onto something? If you ever saw the Instagram,
I need to see the Instagram.
he's like tonguing it and like literally doing
His daughter's it.
No,
His wife's.
Like,
Yeah, it's a bit-
I've never
So it's a
ever
bit not.
brushed Victoria's hair
Okay.
ever.
But he scored a goal. What, the night before? That
Yeah,
wasn't
but
good enough.
what I'm saying is
That's
the
the moment you
moment I
realised.
knew.
Okay.
The moment I knew.
No, I just knew just him.
Yeah.
He's just. I don't know how he's. But he scores goals. Like, I look. People are going to look at this and think, 1 second. Look at his record. He always scores goals, but he's just not good.
No, he's not good.
He's not good. You know, who he reminds me of a bit. He was actually. What's that? There was a player that played for Real Madrid and Juventus, but overweight all the time. What's his name?
Real Madrid Juve. Okay, this is a good game. What
Real
country
Mad-
was he from?
Spain, I believe.
Real Madrid, Juve, that's not Morata.
Not Morata.
Okay,
Might be Spain, might be... But he played for those two. And I remember thinking, you're just not that good.
What position? Centre forward?
Striker. Centre forward.
You're not thinking of Higuain?
Yes, Higuain!
Yeah, he was
And I remember
Argentine.
thinking...
He played for us. He was terrible for us as well.
I remember thinking, you're just not that good, but he always got a big move, always scored goals. I remember thinking he's like that.
Yeah, he was like that.
He's never going to be...
He was a lump. You are right, he was a lump.
He lump overweight. I remember thinking, you're awful.
Yeah. No, he could be on this list.
He could be on this list, yeah. He actually could be on this list.
Could be on this list. Yeah. But he's not going to get in ahead of Antony. Ajax to Man United, 81 million.
Dude.
Arguably Manchester United's worst ever player in the Premier League era.
Worst ever signing.
But I can't think... You know the players at Manchester United that kind of have gone down in history for being bad? That we always joke about the likes of Jemba.
Yeah.
They're better than him.
Yeah.
Kleberson. Kleberson's better than him.
He gets away with it because of the Brazilian thing. I know Kleberson, but he gets away with it because of the Brazilian thing. I think that helped him a little bit.
Also, he had a good run at Real Betis, which did him a favour. He
scored like 5 goals in like 100 games.
No, but they got to a final. Pellegrini liked him, but it allowed him and anyone that kind of wanted to back him and have a pop at Man United to go, it was Man United's problem. Yeah. It wasn't true. It was his problem.
Dude, I couldn't believe. You know why? And everyone shouts at Ten Hag for getting this wrong. Everyone would have got it wrong. Dude, him at Ajax, he was literally...
No, don't do that. Don't insulate the criticism from Ten Hag. Ten Hag should have got it right.
Dude.
Ten Hag brought Onana as well. How many Ten Hag...
But if you saw him at Ajax, you just watch a 5-minute clip on YouTube of him at Ajax, you're like...
Do you know who was a bit like that? We had a player from Ajax. Do you remember Hakim Ziyech?
Of course I remember Hakim Ziyech.
I thought he scored one of the best goals I ever seen against Tottenham.
He hit it like a bullet. Player, though.
No, but at Ajax, he was like the boy.
That's the problem with these
then he
subpar leagues, unfortunately. I feel bad saying that.
Then he came to Chelsea and he had moments at us. Like I say, the goal against Tottenham was up there.
Anthony's not had any moments.
Barcelona,
he had one. Barcelona. Yeah.
But no, he hasn't.
Yeah.
You're right, he hasn't. He hasn't had any. He hasn't had enough for a sort of £90 million or whatever it was, £80 million signing.
It was €90 million,
yeah. It was nowhere near enough. In second spot, it's very Chelsea heavy.
Mate, it's Chelsea and United. Wait.
It's not actually.
Is it all Chelsea and United on this list?
Oh my God,
it is.
Oh my God.
You know, bad that. I just realised everything is Chelsea or United.
And the next player isn't, but the winner of the whole thing is both of us.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We're terrible.
It's bad, isn't it? Both you're spending.
Not one Liverpool, not one Arsenal.
No.
Because whatever you think of the Arsenal bad signings, I don't know, Nicola Pepe. It's not as bad as anyone that we've been discussing.
Not as bad as this. No, not as
he
bad
was a
as
good
this.
player.
Yeah, not as bad as this.
He wasn't a bad player.
Even I mentioned Carroll.
Anyone at Liverpool? Is there anyone at Liverpool? Worst Liverpool?
Darwin Núñez, some would say because of the money. Aquilani, but he became injured. There wasn't really an obvious...
Okay, right. Kepa Arrizabalaga, Bilbao, 72 million. We put him on a 6-year deal when that didn't happen.
Yeah.
7-year maybe. He was the most expensive goalkeeper ever. He replaced Thibaut Courtois. That tells you.
You mean the giant, the best goalkeeper probably today?
Yeah.
Thibaut Courtois. Okay.
Courtois should have been. You know if we were the club that
Courtois
we wanted to be.
hates you for that. You know.
Hates us.
He hates Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah. He hates us. He hates De Bruyne.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a whole another video, sir.
Yeah. No, there was a moment. De Bruyne. The year that City won the title, they took the title off us. It was like their coming of age moment. Actually, De Bruyne scored at Stamford Bridge, past Courtois from a mile out with his left foot, great goal, and just looked at Courtois and jogged back to the touchline, but just
going backwards,
looking at Courtois. He just had his eyes on Courtois the whole time.
Good beef.
But Arrizabalaga, I think, is one of the worst that we've ever signed.
But you know the thing is, he ain't a bad goalkeeper.
He's not a good goalkeeper.
No, dude. I watched him for Bournemouth last season. He is not a bad goalkeeper.
But it's a very different game. You know, Anthony would be a very good player for Bournemouth. Sancho would be a very good player for Bournemouth. Onana would be a very good player for Bournemouth. The standards are incredibly different. No. Kepa Arrizabalaga is an appalling goalkeeper, a dreadful goalkeeper. We made him the most expensive goalkeeper of all time. We made him replace Thibaut Courtois. We put him on the longest deal that we could have possibly put him on. And on top of it all...
Who signed him? Who's your manager at the time? Who's your manager?
Sorry at Wembley.
Yeah. Oh, when he told him to get off and he wouldn't go off.
That's the other thing he did.
Yeah, that there is I can't believe that.
And then conceded 10 penalties.
Yeah.
It's not like he went, I'm not coming off, and then saves and wins you the game.
No.
He conceded, he didn't save one.
Yeah, I think even our goalkeeper scored past him. He missed it, didn't he?
He missed. He missed. He conceded 10 and then missed the 11th.
Yeah. He's on the list.
He's on the list.
He is on the list.
Dreadful.
Yeah.
Absolutely dreadful. But another one that's failed upwards, he's gone to Arsenal. But only to sit on the bench.
Why would he do that, by the way?
Because he knows his level. He's never going to win a league.
Would you rather be on the bench for Arsenal than start for Bournemouth?
Yeah.
You'd rather be on the bench.
Of course I would.
Not playing, because you're never going to get in front of Raya.
No, you will play as well.
When will you play?
You will. You will feature. You will.
Okay. To be fair, League Cup coming up actually.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah.
What would you rather do? Start for Bournemouth or sit on the bench or be Arsenal's second keeper?
Start. I want to play football. Don't you want to play football? You want to play football?
He will play football. His wages will be through the roof. He'll be living in London.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's
everything.
Thing. But I'd rather. You want to play football?
Not for Bournemouth particularly.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
No, right. Yeah.
And number one, numero uno. It's only one, isn't there? Chelsea,
but
Man United.
You're doing this based purely off a Sky Talent interview.
No,
that is it. This is the only reason he's number one. You're so angry with him.
I don't like Lukaku. I really don't like him. But
it's double
cumulative. He could be on it. Like he has to be number one because he could be on it twice, legitimately twice.
For real.
You know, he's like the most expensive player one of the most expensive players that Chelsea has signed until recently. One of the most expensive players that Manchester United has signed until recently. He should be.
I think he still might be. No, he's not United's record sign. He's close though, isn't he? Yeah.
He's terrible. He's terrible.
But he's actually not.
He's really good for like West Brom and Everton, but he just can't do it when it most matters. Do you know what? I was at the World Cup. I went to Qatar and I went to a Belgium game against Croatia. Obviously, I'm supporting Croatia. Love like Modric, if nothing else, right? But Kovacic at the time.
Yeah. Lovely players.
And I like Croatia. You could argue that Croatia are the best. Oh my God!
The misses that he had.
Do you know by the end, the first one I celebrated. You know by the end, obviously I'm not Croatian, so I didn't care. By the end, I felt sorry for him.
He did the same thing in the Champions League final. Man City into Milan. Just missed him. I was like,
he cleared one off the line.
Yeah, hit him. And I was like, oh my God, this is getting so bad for you. Like, you know what he must have wanted the ground to swallow him.
Yeah.
And he scores so many goals.
Yeah, but not when it matters at the elite level. Not for Man United when he had to. Not for Chelsea when he had to.
You know when you signed him?
I thought that was it.
Because you had the Champions League team.
He scored against
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
The Champions League team. And I thought, that's it then. Because all we needed was the number 9. And I thought, oh, that's it. They won the league. And I was so scared of your team.
And you know, on some level, that might have come true under Tuchel. But he went off on the second international break.
Here we go. Here it comes.
That Sky.
Yeah,
it's always coming. He's always coming.
Yeah.
He literally pressed the self-destruct button on Chelsea season. How disrespectful to the manager, to the team that had just signed him, to the people paying his wages.
I could not believe that.
I want to play for Inter, really.
Like sometimes, you know, the players, they go away when they're on international duty and they do it with their countries, don't they? He actually went to do it
properly.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, he pretended that he loved Inter Milan so much and he had to play for Inter and he'd only dream of playing for Inter and that's where his heart belonged. Fairly soon after that, he's on loan at Napoli, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Was it Napoli?
It was Napoli.
Yeah.
It was Napoli, yeah.
He's on loan at Napoli.
Yeah.
So he didn't love Inter. He just, don't know. I think he quite liked, I don't know. But we paid 100 million quid for him. And that's what we got. Ruined our season completely.
Yeah, horrendous, yeah. It collapsed
everything. On some level, cost Tuchel his job.
It collapsed everything.
Yeah.
You haven't, I mean, obviously, look, you hope that Liam Delap's going to be that number 9, but you still haven't yet got a number 9. No. He was supposed to be leading the line now.
Yeah. He was.
Yeah, supposed to be leading the line right now.
He was.
Probably signed a 5-year deal.
Yeah.
That is a really good 10, you know.
That is the list,
I don't think there's anyone... I'm trying to think of...
Nobody on this list has been done a mischief. Like, nobody has been hung out to dry. Maybe Pogba. But
well, that's why he's 10,
It's because I love Pogba. It's because he's so good.
No.
Like, he should have been winning league titles, man.
Yeah. 89 million. It just simply wasn't value for money.
Yeah.
But that's a great list.
That's a list, and it's very Chelsea Man United centric, isn't it?
I can't believe that. And that's just by luck.
I can't believe it either.
Well, I can, consider the amount of money you lot spent.
There we have it. Thank you so much to everybody for watching this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Who have we missed out? Who deserves to be on this list? And who have we been really harsh to? Before you go, make sure that you click the link in the description below. Ade Oladipo's link is there. His YouTube channel is popping off at the moment.
Flying.
Make sure that you check it out. It's really, really good content. Make sure you go and subscribe over there. Ta-da.